Well, I've just had lovely pizza, nice pasta, cake, um, bananas and matcha yogurt, green Japanese green tea yogurt, which is weird with bananas. It was like green slime on top of bananas. It's quite late at night. I shouldn't even be doing this really. But what's number 13 as well? Oh God. Watched Superman versus Batman on HBO. I mean, it was treating it as if it was some sort of biblical prophecy movie or something, when it's two guys in funny looking suits and a cape flying around looking ridiculous. I mean, who wears... Okay, it's bad enough if you wear your socks and your underwear on the outside of your trousers, which happen to be tights, but they don't have to be red, you know? Do some Y-fronts of your boxer shorts, but not red socks and underpants. Speedos, no less. You wear skin-tight lycra and a cape. It's quite an outfit you got there, Superman. I don't know what your stylist, how much kryptonite he was smoking every day, but I think you need to fire him. Definitely. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you heard that. I hope not. But, yeah. I read Superman, well, all those, comic characters were created by Jewish or sons of Jewish immigrants or Jewish immigrants to New York. That's why Superman's... He's from Krypton, isn't he? He's from Kryptonite, yeah. His Kryptonite name sounds very similar to Hebrew names I read. I heard it on a radio program, on Radio 4. It's amazing how much Jewish people have contributed to our culture. I mean, it really got to be the most, for the size of the population, definitely the most influential culture there is, apart from Scottish, obviously. There's also redheads, Ashkenazi Jews. Maybe it's the red-haired thing. That's the thing that people are ignoring. I mean, Woody Allen's kind of red-headed, isn't he? You know? And then you got the good and the bad. You get Woody Allen, you get Ed Sheeran. You know? Have I tried to like Ed Sheeran? Well, I mean, he's kind of likable, I guess. I mean, musically, I just don't think music should be aimed at 23-year-old temps, or whatever you call it, temping PAs. Sorry if that sounds elitist or whatever, but things don't seem to be going that well for them in other realms of their lives, so their taste in music has obviously suffered as well. I don't know, I mean, would you put these people in charge of some sort of medical test? But why do they get to be in charge of all the music we have to listen to? Because there's more of them than everybody else. That is a bugbear of mine. Why are we forced to listen to shit music? Jesus Christ. Yeah, another thing, if you think about the clothes that you see, like minority tribes in China or whatever, all over the place, the beautiful clothes they wear in South America, all the indigenous people have got I guess I'm trying to be careful to say the right term, although fuck all that stuff, but what the hell. The beautiful clothes they wear, and look, we are the most sophisticated humans have ever been right now, and look at the clothes we wear, they're shit. Well, some of them are alright, I guess. Well, we have variety. I mean, If you're from Bolivia, you just wear the same shit you got that funny top hat thing they wear, and the shawl, and the sort of dress, and they just have been wearing them for the last 30 years, 300 years, 200 years, 100 years, who knows? Maybe their fashions move a lot slower than ours do. Maybe they're just way behind. I mean, maybe let's see, maybe they're going to go new wave. The Ecuadorian, the Andes, Indian people, natives of the Andes, are finally going to start getting mullets. Those sort of Russian double-breasted shirts, Cossack shirts. The baggy Cossack sort of trousers. I mean, yeah, that was the kind of look back then, wasn't it? The Cossack look with a mullet. And ironically enough, it was huge in Russia, even though we were aping them with the Kajikagu hair style, though. There's something great about Russia, though, like or just Eastern Europe in general, Russia, they're always about 5 years out of date. Whenever something's cool here, they kind of eventually get it, but they're always 5 years too late, and they're always shit at it, to be honest. Not that we are much better, but we tend to do it first. Another thing you noticed about those places is they all have bohemians, like every single country in the world. Even Laos, Cambodia's got your bohemians, arty-farty types of Cambodians, even if it's just type of person. You get what type of persons do you get? You get this arty-farty types that everyone else finds annoying for obvious reasons. I guess even in the classroom, they got the class clown, which I was. Basically, I'm not going to lie about it. That's certainly, I wouldn't stop talking, and I made people laugh. I can't deny it. Let's face it. I'm starting to slow down here, fall asleep. How much more of this shit? 2.5 minutes. Yeah, so you've got the class clown. Oh yeah, there's arty-farty. So even if you're in Slovenia, you get your arty-farty types. You get your drunken stoner types, just like getting drunk and stoned all the time. Your preppy types. Just basically what it's like in high school. You get those. They leave high school and you get your student council people. They go into politics. The guys that hang around the wood shop and the mechanics, they go into manual labour jobs or drug dealing. You get we used to hang around in the art room at my high school. That's where I met my pals. We were punk rockers and gay, the sort of arty people. And then there was there was one religious fanatic girl. Oh, it's almost finished. Well, I still got. She was like Carrie. I just saw the remake of Carrie on the TV, and she was, she used to write poetry, really disturbed poetry with, a massive blade coming through with like red ink, as like blood all over the place. And I befriended her. I was the only one in the entire school that talked to her. Moira was her name, and she was okay. But just her mum was a religious fanatic. And she sort of, she kind of came out of her shell a bit. She made friends when we went to this new high school. So I'm kind of proud of myself that I actually was the only one I ever talked to her. And she kind of improved a bit, I don't know if she ended up chopping up anybody, but I hope she did. Not really. Well, it depends. Depends who she chopped up. Ed Sheeran? Nah. I wouldn't like him to see. I wouldn't want to see him die. Just stop playing music. Become a chef. You know what I mean? He looks like a chef, like a guy with tattoos. Like he looks like he should be in a fucking kitchen, making Australian burgers or something with USDA beef.